Neurophilosophy and consciousness. There's a good pause, kind of like recognizing the lack of eyesight without glasses. Glasses help the eye see better, reduce strain, and are better for the brain. Less work, more relaxation for the face, less ugliness. Similar to consciousness and neurophilosophy, and having a perspective such as floating in outer space on an object, spinning in circles, has to do with technology and neuroscience, the reward system, stimulus, what the brain's doing besides some psychologist who made some language called ego, self, behavior, gesture, language, thought, thinking, cognitive, hand, eye, mouth. Has to do with the progress made from keeping track of information better, keeps track of more power to get work done. Computers, smartphones, beepers, pagers, cellular phones. Quicker decision making, better choices available. Compared to the telephone booth, (20 feet by 30 feet television screen, hot rod cars, people pouring oil in their backyard to dispose of it in the dirt. And the Great Depression, donuts and coffee given away for free because nobody had any money. Now, coronavirus pandemic, stimulus, money within hopefully months to people who are getting more and more hungry and afraid. Computers finding a cure, computers processing all of the data from all of the people who have gotten sick and died so far to figure out when will it end. And so with consciousness and neurophilosophy, the brain, what it sees, what it hears, what it feels from the skin on the body are being described differently than some religious text from 10,000 years ago from some man who said he was from God, from some woman, from some creature from some place in the Amazon, given down from some elder, some shaman, some medicine man who would say, here, drink this. You'll be well again, and you'll see better. You'll hear more clearly. Has to do with what's been learned from MRIs, research, writing, and keeping track of medical records, dissections in the old day, animal studies, painfully not in the past too far, monkeys, rats, whales, dolphins, puppies, cats, trying to describe what it is we as humans see with our eyes and hear with our ears and feel with our bodies and sense with our smell and taste with our mouths. And not saying I can taste with my hand. I can taste with the hair on my head when I pull it off. It's got super rare ability. The lies start to end. And abuse and suffering, humans have a choice to end and eliminate or accept and allow with this notion of not knowing. No matter how much you study and go to a library at a university and get a book about a chemical like dopamine, there could be a process occurring from some unseen source. The shadow on my face, the footstep behind me, could have been someone in my room and me not know it was happening and occurring. My attention and my awareness only see what my brain knows. And what my brain knows has only a small part of what happens in the world available for it to understand. In other words, people can smoke a cigarette and the smoke can become their consciousness. The smoke from the is nutrition going in their body and soothing their lungs. And the lung cancer are weak, pathetic, and sad, emotional folks. The stars are fake. The moon doesn't even go there. Someone from another civilization put it in the sky, in the exact place it's in now. The earth is flat. A person doesn't have to eat. They only have to get a little bit of an object to know they are alive. And knowing we are alive in this belief system, this philosophy, matters the most. Feeling it chemically, taking it with pictures, videos, showing it on Facebook to everybody who visits a person's page. This kind of process disregards a lot like the technology and the hardworking people who did try to explain what couldn't be figured out at the time, but was attempted, described as health, decided as psychology, psychiatry, decided as religion, spirituality, mysticism. And doesn't point the finger of the body. saying consciousness, awareness, attention, concentration and focus, goals, imaginatively thought, visualized, and work towards now, 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 with time, not extraneous, not stopped, not traveled, currently. Not stupid, not dumb. And words like consciousness, indication for what's in the sky, and how far consciousness goes outside of the limits here in this world, on this object floating in outer space. And how much those limits go, and how small those limits get comparatively in outer space and here now on Earth. And a lot like time, freedom. You can't make freedom go away. You can't make freedom impossible. Survivalist, Nelson Mandela. A little girl stuck in the woods for 48 hours. She wanted to go hang out with some bears. Freedom. With the exception of politics, drugs, social group, and people who are dang, gosh darn scared. And afraid and terrified. Believing the limits that are in front of their eyes and not grasping what takes work to achieve when a person leaves this object floating in outer space. And the satisfaction and the brilliance astronauts describe when they're finally free. When they finally see what's in front of their eyes and hear the calm stillness from the darkness and the stars and the planets and the moon and the far distance. Appreciating not only the silence, but the memory and the gratitude for their achievement. The end.